here I am planning what to say, and I was like, oh, hey, well, don't matter, just do it. But the issue that's on my mind is parents. Parents. I've had a weird relationship with my parents my whole life, particularly my mom. Uh, and now I'm rectifying it as best I can long distance. But it's hard to because the last 2.5 years or so, at least, like 3 years, I haven't really talked to my mom or my dad much about what I really do believe in a sense, because it's I was going way out there. I am way out there, but I'm way in here. I'm way in here, and things are getting really clear. I have no fear. It's all so near. Get me a beer. I don't drink beer much anymore. If I choose to enjoy the alcohol, I'll enjoy it. But if I'm like, fuck this shit, and then drink a beer, my body's like, well, you said this is shit, so I'm gonna treat it like shit. Well, but back to the point, which could be anything, the point of I don't know what my point is, just that I had some good points, but I want to rectify stuff with my mom, and but she lives in the Netherlands right now, and I hardly ever see them. And I've kind of made an attempt, what was it, 9 months or so ago, when I saw her and my sister, to describe my mind, to relate my beliefs and sort of the attitude I take towards the cosmic universe now. But instead, I didn't do that good of a job because I was asserting, I wanted to assert my kind of superiority of living, because I was defensive. I am defensive. I can get very defensive. My mom, I get the most defensive with anyone I know. Partially because it's where I feel the most judgment coming from. I mean, I had this discussion with my friend Bubbles, and she was like, well, you're so hard on yourself sometimes. You blame yourself for things. I'm like, yeah, I blame myself for things because I don't believe in blaming other people for things. Really, we have no reason to blame anyone for anything, ourselves or others, but that's where I've shifted the blame for the most part. It's why I'm so hard on myself sometimes, because I'm like, well, this shit happened, and I can't blame someone else, so so it's my fault. Oh god. uh, that's a good knockout line where he just says, "Let go shit. No, let go blame. That shit will never serve me." It's like, yeah. So, anyways, I think I've shifted now from blaming my mom for our difficulties in relationship instead to blaming myself for them, which is maybe a step in the right direction. I'm not quite sure. And from there, I just want there to be no blame, though. I need to. So I'm seeing her in 3 or 4 months now. I lose track of time. August to September, about. And it'll be a time of forgiving. I figure I can instigate that, because it seems like, I don't know, I feel like I have to be the instigator in everything. It's a little annoying, but maybe I'm just imagining that. I feel like I had to instigate my conversations with Bubbles, instigate isn't the right word. Not for that situation. It is for my mom's situation, but I had to uh, what's the word for starting something? I had to bring it up first. There's a word that you probably know and I can't think of right now. But just need to speak up, speak truthfully, say how I feel, because that's what I'm always raw. I'm always afraid to say what I think to people because I'm going to hurt their feelings. But yeah, I resolved to speak a lot more truth. I have spoken more truth, but still not as much as I could, can, and will. So, to fill the space, it's not a race. It's not a race. It's not a race. There's all the time in the world. I'm not rushed. I'm steady. I'm relaxed. Zen. Zen. It is Zen time.